night. I hope all is well. This is another broadcast of 76ers basketball on Play by Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. And hopefully your Saturday is going really well so far as I am trying to adjust my headphones here. Oh man. Why is there because I have my light on. Okay, let me go turn that off really quickly. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's still there. How about that? I don't know why. That's a little bit weird. If I take my hat off, does it still appear? It still does. Okay. Put my hat back on. Alright, I'll have to play around with it. Play around with it a little bit later, I guess. That's what I'll do. Whew. Hope you're all doing well, though. I'm trying to think. What else could it be? Could it just be my camera? That's a little bit better. I guess that's a little bit better. All right. Hello. What's going on, guys? Hope you're all having yourselves a great Saturday night. My name is Jason Joseph. If you're new to my channel, we cover 76ers basketball, we cover Patriots football, and we also do Phillies baseball as well. And I apologize again about today. My schedule got all changed up, and so I decided that instead we're just going to do for football, we were not going to do the 49ers game, and we were just going to do uh we were going to do the Buccaneers game on Monday night. So I hope that that's okay with you guys. I don't know why. That is actually like really bothering me that my that there's like a little bit of a background on me. But whatever. All right, we're going to let it go for now. So the Sixers, man, the Sixers. Oh man, I'm excited about the game tonight. They're going to be taking on the Utah Jazz. It's the start of a 5-game road trip for them, and hopefully they can start off very strong. That'd be really nice for them to be able to do so. Lauri Markkanen's been playing really well for the Jazz. He's averaging about 24.5 points per game this season, and he's also shooting 41.5% from three. So they're going to have to try to do a really good job at just guarding the perimeter and taking care of the basketball as well. That'll be something that we really do have to look out for. But I'm curious to see what happens as the game does go on. Okay. I'm trying to think. Do I not show an overlay? How do I fix that? I don't know. I want to block this somehow, some way. But I can't. I really can't. What if... Oh, wait. Is it because this light is on? What if I turn this off? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, what if I turn my background light off? I don't think I'm going to win anyway. Look at it. I really don't. But that's okay. It is what it is. All right, so tip-off is just about ready to get underway in just a few moments, as the Sixers will be taking on the Jazz. Then they go to LA tomorrow and on Tuesday as well. So they take on the Lakers and the Clippers. Lakers, they play tomorrow at 9:30. Play the Clippers at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Then they go to Portland and Sacramento and play at 10 o'clock at those times as well. There we go. Sorry, I had a little itch in my nose. I did. Okay, so the Sixers are in Utah taking on the Jazz. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have given me. Y'all are the best. make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe if you do like my content. If you don't, and if you just like want to continue to just get to know me, that's totally fine. Just I give you this content for free, and yeah, this is really exciting. Okay. All right. So let's pull up the live stats as we go along. All right. Where do we go for that? We go right here. NBA scores. All right. And then we'll go to the game cast. And then we'll copy, Control C, and Control V. Okay. Box score. Nice. And there. Alrighty. So we're just about ready to get underway. The Sixers are taking on the Utah Jazz tonight as they do lose the tip off, and D'Anthony Melton almost tipped the ball away by the against the Utah Jazz. So it's Jared Vanderbilt, Walter Kessler, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, and Michael Beasley as the starting five for the Utah Jazz. As there's a shot that goes up by Malik Beasley, and that one's no good. And Clarkson ends up pulling up for another three, and that one won't fall. Meanwhile, for the Sixers on the other end, it's Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, James Harden, D'Anthony Melton, and PJ Tucker. And the Sixers are hoping to try to end this losing streak that they're on. They've actually They've actually lost 2 out of their last 3 games. So Embiid gets fouled, and he's gonna most likely go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and he will. So Jared Vanderbilt gets called guilty for the foul. Embiid has been really dominant in his last 5 games. He ended up scoring 24 points in his last game. And actually, the last time they played against the Utah Jazz, he had 59, 11, 8, and 7. So he misses the first foul shot. He ended up only missing 1 in his last game, which was on Thursday. Embiid's second foul shot is up, and that's good. So the Sixers strike first as they're up 1-0. Jazz have the basketball. It's Mike Conley, who is the long-tenured veteran who played a long time with the Memphis Grizzlies. Malik Beasley from distance won't go. James Harden grabs the long rebound, bounce pass to D'Anthony Melton for a wide corner 3, and that's good. And the Sixers are now up 4-0. Nice shot by D'Anthony Melton. Coming in this season, D'Anthony Melton is shooting 39% from downtown. And he grabs a rebound off of a missed 3-pointer by the Jazz. Harden on the other end, going up to the rim, and he blaze it up and in. And the Sixers come out with a 6-0 run to start things off in the first quarter. The Utah Jazz have been pretty inconsistent throughout the season, but they are on a 2-game winning streak. Conley bounced past to Vanderbilt, who floats it up, and he floats it in. There was some contact down below, but the whistles do remain silent. Melton with a bounce pass to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid from the top of the key, and that's up and in. 9-2, 76ers out on a burst with just less than 2 minutes underway in the first quarter. Nice shot by Joel Embiid, who can certainly pull up from long distance. Clarkson pulls up from long distance himself. PJ Tucker gets fouled on the loose ball rebound, or on the loose ball foul, that was, as he was trying to go up for the rebound, and Vanderbilt gets called guilty for the foul. Tucker trying to box out a guy who's about 5 inches taller than him. But he's being very aggressive. The Sixers are in their white and blue jerseys. Meanwhile, the Utah Jazz in their purple and white jerseys. Embiid, being double teamed, gets the ball stripped and stolen away by Jordan Clarkson. So great defense there by the Jazz. Clarkson inside, and that shot goes up, and that's no good. Looks like it was Clarkson that ended up trying to go up with the layup. D'Anthony Melton on the other end trying to follow it up, and he can't do so. So the Jazz grab a rebound. Clarkson going up against Embiid, passes it back outside to Beasley for 3, and that's good. Nothing but net by Malik Beasley. Beasley this year shooting about 36% from long range and averaging about 12.5 points per game. Actually, scratch that. He's averaging 12.5 field goals per game, meant to say 5 points per game. Harden for 3 from the near corner. No good. Embiid tips it out to PJ Tucker, who grabs the rebound, who passes it to Melton for 3, in and out it goes. And Vanderbilt grabs his miss. 9-5. Sixers up by 4 with 8:40 left to go in the first quarter. Clarkson pulls up from the left elbow. It's up and it's in. So the Sixers started off on a 6-1 run, and the Jazz have answered back, and it's now a 2-point lead for them. Harden's floater goes up, and he takes it right into the lane, and it's up and in. And the Sixers are up 11-7 now. Great play by James Harden, making plays for himself, and also throughout the season has been making a lot of plays for other people too as a point guard. There's a 3-point shot that's a little bit short by Beasley. Harden grabs another rebound. Harden telling Maxey to come up for a screen, and he does so. Takes it on the left elbow, puts it up, initiates the contact, and he'll go to the line for one more. Count the bucket and a foul for James Harden as the Sixers are trying to extend or double their lead, that is, and he'll go to the line for one more point to try to convert on the 3-point opportunity the old-fashioned way. Harden's averaging about 21.5 points per game this season, 6.5 rebounds, and also 11 assists as well, which is a career high. Harden's foul shot is up, and that's in. 14-7 as the Sixers go up with less than 8 minutes left in quarter number 1. The Sixers are shooting 63% from the field in this game so far. They've been doing a pretty good job on the offensive side, but some of the time they just have to play better defense. And so far, so good. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson out in the far corner trying to back up D'Anthony Melton, who blocks the shot and strips the ball away. Melton back to Maxey for 3. Yes! Great defense leading the easy offense for the 76ers. Timeout called by Quinn Snyder and the Utah Jazz as the Sixers are up 17-7 with 7:26 left to go in quarter number 1. Oh, man, Clarkson, that was great defense by D'Anthony Melton, and Clarkson tried to go up with the shot, and D'Anthony just swatted it away from him and got the steal. That was nice. Oh, hello, guys. Hello. If you're new to my channel, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm Jason Joseph. It's 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. It's actually 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time. So, hope you're all having yourselves a great Saturday night. Thank you all so much for joining me, covering some 76ers basketball as the Sixers are up 17-7, and they're starting off what is a 5-game West Coast road trip. So they take on the Lakers tomorrow night. That game is at 9:30. And then they go to they're going to stay in LA, and they'll play against the Clippers on Tuesday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then they will play against the Portland Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings as well. All right, let me take a quick sip of water. Nice. I'll tell you, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're playing really well in this football game. I have it on my TV up here, just in the background. They are having a really good game, 24-0. I expected Jacksonville to upset. Oh, wait, they're losing. Oh, my gosh. They're down 24-0. I expected Jacksonville to upset the Chargers. I was going to say, wait, it's not 24-0 Jacksonville, and there's a pick. Oh, my gosh. Lawrence just got picked. Not a good start, man. But the Sixers on the other end, got to talk some more about them. They just took a timeout. They're up 17-7. So this is broadcast number 24. Really, really proud of everything that we've been doing so far. I can't believe I've been doing this 24th. Well, this is, my 24th time doing this. So really happy with how things have been going. We're going to continue to broadcast more and more Sixers games. And then once the football season's done, we'll start doing some Flyers stuff. So that'll be really cool. We'll be doing about one Flyers game per week. I think that's good enough. Haven't really done too many hockey games, so I kind of just like want to get used to it. And I understand that the more games I do, the better I get. But I have to cover as many Sixers games as I can because first of all, they're playing really well. The Flyers are playing really well lately too, but the Sixers have more of a chance of going farther in their playoffs. Okay. 17-7. Timeout is just about over. Mike Conley gets the ball from Jared Vanderbilt and passes it back. And there's a floater that goes up, and that's no good by Malik Beasley. It was supposed to actually be an alley-oop pass to Jared Vanderbilt, but it was way off the mark. And the Sixers come away with it. Harden back to Maxey for his second three-pointer. Yes. Maxey hit that one from the near corner. It was actually in between the wing and the near corner. So 6:45 left to go in quarter number one. Sixers are 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Reverse layup is no good, but the tip back by Jordan Clarkson is up and in. That'll make the score 20-9. Maxey coming up with the basketball. He's been shooting the ball pretty well as of lately. Passes it to Harden. Harden with the behind the back pass to Maxey, who goes up with the reverse layup on the near side, and it's good. Another nice pass by James Harden. He gets his second assist on the game so far. There's a three-pointer that's short by Beasley, and he will be fouled by Tyrese Maxey. And it looked like it was in the act of shooting, so he will be going to the line to shoot 3 foul shots. Not a good play by Tyrese Maxey, as it was actually Mike Conley who was the three-point shooter, and he's going to go to the line for 3 free throws. Conley is averaging about 10 points per game in this 29 minutes of play. He's also shooting 78% from the foul line. He hits the first foul shot. It's 22-10. The second one is up, and that's good as well. So he's 2 for 2 from the line. The Utah Jazz actually are gonna have their arena renamed back to the Delta Center. That's supposed to start. It's supposed to be good for on July 1st. And the third free throw is up, and that's in. So they're at now they're called the Vivint Center. So, but the Delta Center, that'll go into effect on July 1st. Maxey inside gives it up to Embiid, and Embiid will be fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So there's 5:52 left to go in the first quarter. Sixers are up by 10, 22-12. They've been really doing a good job at just sharing the basketball. I think that James Harden has been doing a good job at just controlling the pace, making sure that everybody's getting their touches and just playing good team basketball. And they're also converting their shots. That was something that they really struggled with in their last game. And the first shot goes up, and that's in by Joel Hans Embiid. Embiid in this game, he has 5 points, 1 rebound. He's 1 for 1 from beyond the arc. Harden, though, has 7 points and 3 assists. Embiid's second foul shot is up, and that's good. It's good. So that'll extend the Sixers' lead. As coming into the ball game for the Utah Jazz is going to be Talen Horton-Tucker, THT. And there's a shot that goes up by Jordan Clarkson, and he makes the step-back jumper from 12 feet. 24-14, Sixers up by 10. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. DeAnthony Melton takes the ball up, hands it off to Harden. Harden, step back, three-pointer. Too strong. Won't go. There's about 3 Jazz players surrounding the basketball, and they come up with the rebound. It'll go to Jared Vanderbilt. Clarkson on the other end. Free throw line jumper with the contested shot is up and in. DeAnthony Melton had like a hand right in his face, and he was still able to knock it down. Give a lot of credit to the great offense by Clarkson. Shake Milton into the game for the Sixers. Hands it off to Embiid, who goes up with that shot. And count the bucket again, and another foul. That'll be called on Kessler, who is a rookie. And in last night's game, that he played in, he ended up coming up with 6 blocks, and that's the first time in Jazz history where a rookie player has had 6 blocks in the game. So we broke that one last night. 8 points for Embiid. Make that now 9 points. And the Sixers will extend their lead 27-16 as they're up by 9. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. And the Sixers are going to have to play some defense here. Clarkson back to Beasley again for 3. And that's up and that's in. Another good play by the Utah Jazz. The Sixers are 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. Harden no look pass to Milton from the near wing, and that's up and it's in. And that'll put the Sixers up by 11. That's the 5th three-pointer made by the Sixers. They've been doing a really good job from beyond the arc in this game so far. Hopefully they can try to keep that up. Clarkson gets a screen from Vanderbilt. He was being guarded by Harden. Now passes it back to Beasley. Beasley gets the ball stripped by DeAnthony Melton, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be last touched by the 76ers. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And 4:02 left to go in the first quarter. George Niang comes in, and he will be the substitution for P.J. Tucker. And Matisse Thybulle also coming in as well for Tyrese Maxey. Vanderbilt, or THT, hands it off to Beasley. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Beasley being guarded by Harden. Step back three-pointer from the near wing is no good. And there's going to be a shot clock violation as Embiid tried to grab the rebound. It didn't even hit the rim. So that's why it is a shot clock violation. So Harden will inbound it, hand it off to Milton, and now he hands it off back to Harden as he gets past half court and is being guarded by Beasley. Harden going inside, passing it to Joel Embiid, who was right behind him, and he slams it down. Great awareness by James Harden. That's his 4th assist on the day. He has just been making some flashy passes. How about Embiid playing really good defense as THT tried to take it to the rim, and Embiid just stripped it right away, and it ended up going off of THT, and the Sixers will get the ball back. Another nice defensive play by Joel Embiid. This is why he's one of the best two-way players in the game of basketball. He can get you on so many ways on offense by attacking the rim, shooting the 3, making the foul line jump shots, and also, oh, by the way, he can play really good defense as well. Harden gets almost got the ball stolen away, but he ended up coming back up with his possession and handed it off to Niang, who then finds Shake Milton, and he takes it to the rack and puts it up and in. And the Sixers are now up by 15. Milton making a off-balance shot, and Clarkson now with the basketball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Thybulle guarding him. 10 seconds to go. Clarkson with the contest. It was blocked by Thybulle. And Embiid grabs the rebound. Great defense by Matisse Thybulle once again. Harden behind the back pass to Joel Embiid. Embiid being double-teamed, taking it to the cup, and it won't go. Clarkson grabs the rebound. The ball could have been blocked. Clarkson alley-oop pass to Vanderbilt, and he throws it down with authority. 34-21, 2.5 minutes to go. Sixers working very quickly here as Harden gives it up to Embiid, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for one more free throw. And the Jazz were caught sleeping on defense. Harden made a Hail Mary pass to Joel Embiid, and the Sixers are going to try to extend their lead by 16 points when we return from another timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Whew. Okay. Alrighty. I feel pretty refreshed, man. I'm not gonna lie. They're playing really well so far. First of all, hello there. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope your Saturday night is going really well. As we got some basketball. I know that the big talk has been about the NFL and the 49ers coming out victorious, and the LA Chargers destroying, really just demolishing the Jacksonville Jaguars, which I did not expect. So, I mean, there's still plenty of time left. We've seen teams like the Minnesota Vikings come back from 33 points down. I mean, anything is possible, but it's now 27-0 with 4:25 left to go in the second quarter in that game. But we got a 76ers basketball game that we got to be talking about. There was a timeout that was taken. There's 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Joel Embiid will go to the line for one more foul shot as he will try to make the and one opportunity a success. And yeah, so the Sixers, they've been playing okay as of lately, but in this game so far, they're doing a good job of just controlling the tempo, making all their shots, and really just playing really good team basketball. That's going to be a key for them moving forward, not just throughout this game, but really just throughout the rest of the season. If they can do that, then they can show the Eastern Conference and they can put the NBA on notice and show them that they're not a team to be reckoned with. So, all righty. I know it's Saturday night. This is a little bit weird because we're so used to 7 o'clock games. Now we got to get used to 9 o'clock, 9:30, and 10 o'clock games. It's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah, the Vivint Arena. Yeah, I can't believe that it was literally just announced today that it was going to be renamed back to the Delta Center. So I guess that the Delta Center ended up buying them out. Interesting. Or they just made a new deal with them ownership. So, what the heck is the Bar Network? I don't even know. So, what just happened? Oh yeah, okay, they're showing a replay. Oh my gosh, I was like, wait, are they showing a replay or are they like, is this in real time? That was crazy. I mean, right after Vanderbilt just slammed it down on the alley-oop pass by Jordan Clarkson, Harden was like, let me just catch you off guard defensively, and Embiid just went all the way down the court. Harden made a terrific pass to Joel, and he's going to go to the line for one more. 36-21. The Sixers are already in the bonus, but there's 2.5 minutes left to be played in the first quarter, and the foul shot is up. It was a little bit too strong, and it's rebounded by the Utah Jazz. Conley comes up with the basketball, standing right at the Vivint Arena logo. It'll be handed off, and it'll go to Vanderbilt as he gets fouled on the play by Matisse Thybulle. Sorry, I was squinting my eyes for a second because our stream stopped for just a quick second. So that kind of caught me a little bit off guard. The Jazz are going to inbound it here. 12 seconds left. Step back three-pointer by Conley. Way too much mustard on that one. And Embiid comes up with the board. Double team. George Niang swings it out to Maxey. Now finds Shake Milton, who's on the far wing, that is. Hands it off to Embiid. Embiid back to Milton. The ball gets it got tipped, and the Sixers ended up coming up with the possession. Milton for three on the near wing. It's up, and it's in. And the Sixers go up by 18. That was a little bit of a weird sequence. Vanderbilt almost came up with the steal. It was deflected and then landed in the hands of Milton. And on the other end, a three-pointer is up by THT, and it doesn't even hit the rim. Shake Milton comes up with the miss. Milton on the other end, dribbling the basketball, hands it off inside, bounce pass to Embiid, who's being triple-teamed. The ball gets stripped, and it gets stolen away. But before the steal occurred, there's a loose ball foul called on Joel Embiid. Milton did a good job at finding Embiid, but the Jazz did a good job at just trapping him, and THT did strip the ball, and I believe it'll be Jazz basketball. They're actually going to say that it is Sixers basketball. With the way that the cameras were showing, I thought maybe it would be Jazz basketball, but that's not the case. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Joel. Shake Milton hands it off back to Maxey, who pulls up from long range, and it's short. If he was a couple of more steps in, he might have nailed that jump shot. Vanderbilt floater won't go, doesn't even hit the rim once again. Thybulle grabs a rebound. Maxey on the other side of the court on the near wing. He's trying to dance all over his defender. Gives it up to Harrell. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Trez dribbles it inside, and he puts it up with a little floater, and it's up and in. And the Sixers are up by 20. 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the ball gets deflected by Matisse Thybulle, and it goes right out of bounds. 38 and a half seconds left on the game clock, 16 seconds on the shot clock. There's Doc Rivers, who is really hoping that his team continues to play well throughout the rest of this game. The Sixers have put up 41 points in just this first quarter alone. Three-pointer is up, and that's going to rim in and out for the Utah Jazz. Maxey on the other end, calling up for a play here. Simon Fontecchio ended up missing that three-point shot, in case you were just wondering. Harrell back to Maxey. 5 seconds on the shot clock, 10 seconds on the game clock in the first quarter. Milton back to Thybulle for three with 1 second left, and it won't go. Rebound goes to Horton Tucker, and he puts up a logo shot. It's up, and it's good. Oh, man, THT hitting that one all the way from outer space. Can you believe it? And it's 41-24 as the Sixers go into the second quarter. That was nothing but net, and he drilled it. That was from at least 50 feet. That's crazy. Of course. Hope you're all doing well. This has been a pretty cool game so far. 27-0 is the Chargers game. About that, Justin Herbert looks like he's playing really well, I guess. How's your Saturday night going? I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you guys have been up to this Saturday night, and what's been going well, what's been going on all that stuff. I was actually at a concert last night. One of my friends, from who is in a band, he went to high school with me and middle school with me too. He performed last night, and he did a really good job. He and his band were really awesome. And it was really cool to just like see people from my graduation class from high school and just to catch up with some of them. You know, they did a couple of them did theater with me. A couple of them were in other programs that I did too, and it was just really nice to just be able to catch up with people and get out of like a daily routine type of a thing, and do something different for a change. So that was pretty cool. And nothing too much else is new. I think I'm gonna put the fan on really quickly, but I'll do it probably after this break here. Oh, we got a couple more people that just joined in. Well, welcome, guys. What's going on? I hope you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you're new to my channel, we cover 76ers basketball, cover Patriots football, and we just do play-by-play. We really just treat it like it's a radio play-by-play. So, that's basically what I've been doing. I'm a sports broadcaster from South Jersey, and I just graduated from Rowan in the spring of 2022. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words. I apologize about that in advance. But used to call games for the Delaware Bluecoats, who were the Embiid G League affiliate of the Philadephia 76ers. And also, I called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks as well. Got to give them a big shout out because they've been, they've been really, really nice to me. Shake Milton, as the Sixers come back and start things off in the second quarter. Shake Milton gets called for a travel, and that'll be the second 76ers turnover as we start things off. The Sixers are up 41-24. They've certainly made a lot of buckets from downtown. Clarkson will try to hand it off to somebody, and he finally puts up an alley-oop shot, and that's no good. Beasley tried to feed it right inside to him, and he wasn't able to do so. Maxey back to Montrezl Harrell. There's a foul on the floor, so the bucket will not count. And Harrell's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Harrell this season, he's been doing pretty well in his role for the 76ers as of, just from an overall perspective. So if you take a look at his stats in just his 12 and a half minutes of play, shooting about 73% from the line. Milton puts up a corner jump shot from the far corner, and that's up and good. So the foul was not in the act of shooting thought that he went up with that shot, but the ref said it was a foul on the floor. Here's a three-pointer that goes up, and that's in. Making that shot once again was Simone Fontecchino. So he was able to drill that one from the near wing. And it's now 43-27. 10:59 left to go in the second quarter. Fontecchino, he's been somebody that's been doing a pretty good job for the Utah Jazz off the bench. He's 6'7". He's about 209 pounds, and he's from Basconia. That's where he ended up going to school. Maxey is going to inbound it, and he hands it off to George Niang. Niang back to Maxey. Maxey back to Niang on the far wing. He dribbles it inside, takes it back to Thibault for three. And Montrezl Harrell grabs the nice offensive board, tries to go back up with it, and he can't do so. Beasley grabs the rebound. Beasley will hand it off once again, gets the ball back. Fontecchino again for another three, off the mark. Milton with another board. Milton on the other end. A step-back jump shot from the near corner, and that's good. That's the third time today he's made a step-back jumper from both sides of the corners. So he looks like he's off to a really good start. The Sixers are just having their way. 63 points. Thibault deflects the ball, gets it stolen away on the great defense. Maxey on the other end for three. Won't go. Thibault tried to tip it back out. And the ball is actually going to be out of bounds. I believe it's going to be 76. Nope, it's going to be Jazz basketball. They're going to say that Matisse Thybulle did touch it last. 45-27. We're just about 2 minutes underway here in the second quarter. Screen gets set. There's a shot that goes up, and it's no good, but a foul will be called on the floor by the 76ers. Shake Milton gets called for the foul. Mike Conley will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As Conley this year has been at 10 points per game, which is, it's not a career low, but that's not one of his bests. And the first foul shot goes up, and it goes in and out. Conley has spent a lot of time. He spent a lot of time with the Memphis Grizzlies. He got to play with guys like Marc Gasol and some other really good players like Jonas Valanciunas, Rudy Gay, and Zach Randolph. And then when he came over to Utah, well, he got to play with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. And, has been on some really, really good teams that did a lot of damage. He makes the second foul shot, and on the other end, the Sixers are working really quickly here. Thibault goes up with the reverse layup, and it's good. So Montrezl Harrell gets the assist. Great awareness by him as he threw an over-the-head pass right to him. Thibault playing good defense on the other end, contesting the layup, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the Sixers will get the ball back. Great defense again by Matisse Thybulle, just making his awareness well known on the defensive side for the 76ers. He's been a menace. Here's Milton, who gives it up to Tyrese Maxey. And Maxey gets the ball back. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey to Milton on the far wing. 3 seconds to go. Milton takes it to the cup, throws it up, and it's a little bit too strong. 47-28. Clarkson dribbling inside and gets it up and gets it in. And that'll decrease the lead to 17 as he got past George Niang. Trez hands it back off to Maxey. And Maxey will lob pass it inside to Montrezl Harrell. Gets the ball back. The Sixers swinging it around the timeline. Niang puts it up for 3, and it's no good. So with 8:25 left to go in the second quarter, the Jazz come up with the ball. Thybulle gets the tip, and a foul will be called against the 76ers. It'll be on Matisse Thybulle. And we have some more substitutions coming in as the Jazz have THT coming into the game for Mike Conley. James Harden also enters into the game for Shake Milton as well. And it'll be a shot clock turnover. It's 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock, that is. Let's see what happens. 8:10 left to go. Vanderbilt takes it up against George Niang, gets the ball. The ball's loose, comes back up with it. The ball gets blocked by Matisse Thybulle, and a shot clock violation will be called against the Utah Jazz on the great defense by Matisse Thybulle. THT went up with a shot, and Thybulle just swatted it away. 8 minutes, 3 seconds left in the second quarter. Harden back in the ball game, as I just mentioned. Gets a screen from George Niang. Nice pass inside by James Harden, who gives it up to Harrell, and he throws it down. Once again, jamming it with the right hand. 49-30. Nicholas Alexander comes inside the paint, and Montrezl Harrell tips it out of bounds. So it'll still be Jazz basketball with 7:42 left. Montrezl Harrell, the 9-year veteran, well, the 8-year veteran, that is. He spent a lot of time with the LA Clippers, almost said the Chargers, and also got to play a little bit with the Washington Wizards as well last year. Here's Talen Horton-Tucker, who hands it off back to Beasley, who puts up a three-pointer contested, and Maxey grabs the rebound. It hit the front of the rim, and Maxey was there behind the rim to grab the board. Maxey utilizing the speed, and he can't make that one from the right side. How about Montrezl Harrell making a good block on the other end as Beasley tried to go up with a shot there. He tried to go up with the underhanded layup, and Montrezl Harrell came up out of nowhere, just swatted it away. But are they going to call it goaltending? I don't know, because the ball looked like it was above the rim. So they won't call it goaltending. And Clarkson gets the ball back for the Utah Jazz. Clarkson going up against Montrezl Harrell. It's no good on the first time. Grabs his own miss, and he puts it back up and in. 49-32. Sixers are up by 17 points. Harden near the half-court logo. 6:55 left to go in the second quarter. 6 seconds on the shot clock for him. Still standing around now, gives it up to Montrezl Harrell, and he's fouled. And just like that, the Sixers are going to call another timeout. There's still 4.5 seconds left on the shot clock, and the Sixers will be back in just a few moments. I need to take a sip, man. Oh, man. Oh, what's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing well. Ugh, man. Ugh. Ugh, how many people we got on here? Okay, we got a couple people. Nice. Yeah, so yeah, Saturday night's been kind of cool. It's been pretty quiet here, pretty busy. I did though get to sleep in, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, these days are long. As my rabbi said about a couple of months ago on Rosh Hashanah, or was it Yom Kippur? I can't remember. The days are long, but the years are short. And that is so true for somebody that's especially in the sports field, because you do a lot almost every day. And then the years, well, they feel like they're so short, and you just never have enough time for everything. So that's what happens. I'm going to be right back in just a second. Right, there we go. I needed to turn the fan on. I really did. I need something over my head to keep me kind of cool. Alrighty. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. If you're new to my channel, first of all, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you do enjoy my content, that is. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitch, on Facebook. All the posts and everything are posted in the description down below. And yeah, Matisse Thybulle in this game, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and a couple of steals as well. So he continues to play really well on the defensive side. The main criticism just has been about the offense. He has to do a little bit better from shooting from especially beyond the arc. So that's been one of his main critiques throughout his entire career, not just this season. But this season he is shooting about 32% from three-point range. Harden gets the inbound. Harden will lob pass it inside to Joel Embiid, who gets fouled with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. So pretty quick start as the Sixers did call for that timeout. And the foul is on the floor, so Harden will inbound it from the near side. Gives it off to D'Anthony Melton. Melton handed off back to Harden. Nola pass to Melton. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And he puts it up, and that's no good. So they reset the clock on the foul on the floor. And the Jazz come away with it. Talen Horton-Tucker back out to Jordan Clarkson from wide open downtown. And it's a last touch by D'Anthony Melton as he tried to grab the rebound and did not just let that one go. And the Jazz will get the ball back and retain possession here. 14 seconds on the shot clock, 6:16 left to go in the second quarter. Hands it off to Beasley. Beasley back to Talen Horton-Tucker. Off the dribble, and it's in from beyond the arc. 49-35. 6:03 left to go in the second quarter. The Jazz are just shooting 5 for 19 from downtown, and the Sixers are 6 for 14. Harden, free throw line jumper, way too strong. Tip out by PJ Tucker, and he'll give it up back to James Harden. And Clarkson's not happy that the refs did not call a shot clock or a half court violation or anything, but the Sixers will take it, and Embiid will, with a turnaround jumper, puts it up and in. 51-35. Talen Horton-Tucker going up against Tyrese Maxey, and Maxey gets called for the foul. Horton-Tucker was trying to post him up, and Maxey just fouled him right on the right hand. But the Sixers doing a good job at controlling the tempo and continuing to keep their foot on the gas pedal here in the first half. Horton-Tucker's first foul shot is up, and that's in. It's a pretty good release. He has a pretty good stroke. And coming back in for the Jazz is going to be Walker Kessler, the rookie. 51-36, 5:30 left to go, and the second foul shot is up and good. Sixers working very quickly here. Harden on the near wing, being guarded by Clarkson. Takes it inside, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. Committing the foul there was Ochai Agbaji. And Harden's going to go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. Agbaji is averaging about 10.5 minutes per game. He's made about 3.5 points per game. And he's also shooting 45.5% from the field this season. Meanwhile, James Harden, he's averaging about 22.5 points per game. He's shooting 42% from downtown in his last 10 games. So he's been doing a much better job overall. And the turnovers have come down just a little bit as the first foul shot was up, and then the second one is good as well. That'll extend the Sixers' lead back to 16. 5:15 left to go in the second quarter. Kessler hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson being double-teamed out on the perimeter. Hands it off inside to Vanderbilt, and he tried to go up against D'Anthony Melton, and he has his way, and Melton gets called for the foul. So Kessler's going to go to the line, not Vanderbilt, excuse me. Kessler's going to go to the line to shoot one free throw as D'Anthony Melton gets called guilty for the foul there. Not a good play by Melton, even though Walker Kessler has been he has about 7 inches on him. That was just not such a good foul. Kessler comes away with the steal on the bad pass by Tyrese Maxey, and the Jazz are going to get the ball back. A no-look pass from Mike Conley inside, back to Kessler, and Kessler gets rewarded for the great defense. 53-42, another timeout called by Doc Rivers. And with 4:52 left, the Sixers will be right back. Whew. Okay. Man. Let me take a really quick step off. All right. I'm back. Yeah. I gotta tell you, like I love doing these. I love doing these games, but as much as I love doing these, it's definitely it feels different than just doing it from a live sporting event. Doing this in front of a crowd. Maybe I might implement some crowd noise. I've been thinking about that. But see, sometimes like if there's an injury or something, do I really want there to be crowd noise? Like I want it to be natural. So I don't know. We'll have to kind of play around with it. Something else that I could work on. I have a lot of ideas. So little time, so much to do. But that is something that I've also been thinking about. But I also just, I don't know. I really don't. It's definitely different than when you're at a live sporting event. It's a blessing because I also am utilizing the play-by-play, on ESPN's website. I'm using that as a spotting chart, or not a spotting chart, but as a spotter, period. So that is pretty cool. In real time, I don't have access to that, but I also don't have a spotter unless I work in a professional league or something like that. Hello. Welcome on in to my channel. My name is Jason Joseph. For those of you that are just tuning in, this is Play by Play with JJ, where we give you all the exciting action of 76ers basketball, Patriots football. Even though their season's done, we're still going to be covering the NFL playoffs. And again, I apologize today about the short notice about not doing the 49ers game. We are going to be doing the Buccaneers game on Monday night, though. That is for sure. My schedule got switched up for NFL films, and I have to be in early tomorrow. And I just didn't want to do 2 games on a day and just really tire myself out. I had to make it a little bit easier for myself. I am off Monday. Embiid goes up with the foul line jumper as the timeout is just about over. And here comes Jordan Clarkson on the other end. Clarkson underneath the basket, puts it up, and it was a turnaround jumper, and it's good. And that cuts the lead to single digits, so the Sixers have to try to play a little bit better on the defensive side. The Sixers haven't scored a field goal in about 1:20 seconds, and D'Anthony Melton was left wide open at the rim, and he could not get that one to fall. Clarkson inside, contested jump shot by PJ Tucker, and he has his way. The Sixers were up by 17 points, and now they're only up by 7. Melton is going to have to inbound it from the far baseline. Thought he was going to inbound it from the far wing, but the ref told him, nope, you got to come over here, and this is where you're going to have to inbound it. I had to laugh because the NBC Sports live stream just had a field goal stretch up that was it was like 6 seconds that the Jazz haven't scored. Harden puts up a 3. That one won't go. Maxey with a floater as the offensive rebound goes to Embiid. and that's no good either. Clarkson with another board. Great defense by the Sixers as D'Anthony Melton got back right in front of Clarkson early on. Losing his dribble is Malik Beasley, and D'Anthony Melton comes up with a steal, puts it up on the other end. That one won't go, and Embiid could not grab the rebound. Taylor Horton Tucker, with nobody in his way, goes up with that shot, and that's no good, and PJ Tucker actually gets called for the foul. He gets called for the foul. That was a really late whistle by the ref. And Taylor Horton Tucker's going to go to the line for 2 free throws there. I mean, really, Tucker wasn't even in his way. But I guess he made some contact with that left hand. Yep. Okay, there we go. That's exactly what happened. 53-46, 3:18 left to go. The Sixers' lead is diminishing by the minute. Really, by the second it is now. As Horton knocks down the first foul shot, and that's now a 6-point lead for the Sixers. So the Jazz are creeping their way back in this ball game because that's just what they do. They are on a 2-game winning streak, as I mentioned before. Taylor Horton Tucker in this game shooting 66% from threes, made 2 out of 3 3-point shots, and he now has 10 points to go with that. 53-48, an 11-0 run within the last 1 minute and 55 seconds. Embiid gets the ball from D'Anthony Melton. A pass out of the double team to Tyrese Maxey, and he puts an end to this run as he knocks down the tray from downtown. And that'll put the Sixers back up by 8 just to get them a little bit more breathing room. Clarkson at the Vivint logo. Hands it off to THT for a step-back jumper. That won't go, but Kessler there right in front of Joel Embiid, and he puts up a layup, and it's good. 2.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Maxey gets a screen, bounce pass to James Harden. Harden, what's he going to do? He gets a screen from D'Anthony Melton. Double team comes, and they strip the ball away. It's a 3-on-2 here. Jazz have their way, as making the layup was Beasley, and it's now a 4-point game. Give a lot of credit to Taylor Horton Tucker for the great defense and getting the assist there. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Harden at the logo now takes it up inside, goes up with the shot, and he has his way. It's good. 58-52. Sixers are up by 2 possessions, and the Jazz are controlling the clock here in no particular hurry, it looks like. Clarkson, 3-pointer from the screen. No good. He comes charging in for his own rebound, though, and they're going to say it's 76ers basketball. It's a great play by PJ Tucker to box out Jordan Clarkson. Even though he was able to come right in, he made a lot of contact with him. Great aggressiveness, though, by Jordan Clarkson. The former LA Laker also spent a lot of time with the Cleveland Cavaliers as they did go to the NBA Finals back in that 2017-18 season. In case you're just joining me, welcome on in. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. We're live here on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube and Twitch as well. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at Play-by-Play with JJ. If you want to keep up with the 76ers content, the New England Patriots content, and the Philadelphia Phillies as well. PJ Tucker's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws as the Jazz have committed over 5 fouls. And Tucker's first foul shot is up, and that's good. And Maxey's going to actually end up trading spots with D'Anthony Melton. Interesting. Tucker's second foul shot is up, and that's good as well. And the Sixers are up by 8. 1:48 left to go in the second quarter. Sixers are in the bonus. They still have one more foul that they can commit. They still have one foul to give, that is. Vanderbilt or THT goes up with the layup, and man, I thought maybe he traveled there, but it was not an easy shot, and he made it look so easy. And the Sixers lead is back down to 6. Melton takes it to the cup, passes it back outside to Tucker for a 3-pointer. Too strong. Grabbed by Jordan Clarkson for another rebound. Clarkson inside, passes it back outside to Taylor Horton Tucker, who takes a couple of dribbles and then puts up a three-pointer, air ball. Goes out of bounds, and the Sixers get the ball back. Taylor Horton Tucker saying my bad because he was left wide open, and he didn't even have to take two dribbles to his left, but he decided to do so. And he, with 1 minute and 1 second left, the Sixers get the ball back. So no Tobias Harris in tonight's game. I didn't see any sort of report about that early on. I would have mentioned that, but he's on the bench for the Sixers. Harden with the basketball at the foul line. Goes up with the contact. 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and I believe that they're just going to say that it went out of bounds and it was last touched by Nicholas Alexander. Harden thought he was fouled. Let's see here. Clarkson was on him, and Nicholas Alexander, and Clarkson ended up tipping it out of his hands. Here are the Sixers. Maxey for three on the inbound, and it's up and in. That was nobody on Tyrese Maxey. He's made all three of his three-point shots. He's been unstoppable from beyond the arc. Clarkson, great defense by DeAnthony Melton, and somehow he knocked it down. It hit the backboard and it went right in. You can't even play better defense than what DeAnthony Melton just did. Wow, that's crazy. 63-56, Sixers have the ball. 2 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Harden with 10 seconds left. Now it's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Harden at the free throw line. 4 defenders on him. Nobody on Joel Embiid, who shoots up a three-pointer, and he hits it right off the backboard, and it goes in. 66-56. The bank is closed on the East Coast, but not on the West Coast, and the prayer goes up by Clarkson, and that's no good. And the Sixers go up 66-56 as they go into halftime. They put up 41 points in the first quarter, only scored 25 in the second quarter. But how about Joel Embiid making the bank shot from beyond the arc at about 30 feet away from the rim? And they'll go into halftime up 66-56. As they've been doing a really good job in this game. The Jazz did try to catch up a little bit as they did win the quarter 32-25, but the Sixers still have some breathing room here. They just have to be more sharp in that second half. They have to try to continue to do a better job at rebounding the basketball, but they also just have to continue to make their shots. That's the other thing as well. I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes or so we're going to take a quick step off. We'll be back at 10:20 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to post that right now in the chat as we speak. But don't go anywhere. Come back here for some second half action because that's what we do on Play by Play with JJ. We cover 76ers basketball, Patriots football, Phillies baseball when the season is right. And we just have a good time calling games and broadcasting because that's just what we do here. All right, we'll be right back in just a few moments. There we go. Okay. I apologize about that. I had the what I did? I was confused because I realized that my camera was on, but I didn't take the background filter off on the camera off background. Hello. What's going on, guys? Sixers doing a pretty good job in this game so far. They kind of slipped up a little bit in that second quarter, but they still have the lead. They haven't given it up just yet. And it's really been a very good game between the Jazz and the 76ers. I'm Jason Joseph. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the thumbs up, and we got some more 76ers basketball coming up in just a little bit. How about the Jaguars now in the red zone, 27-7. Lawrence passes it. Who is that? Who is that just made that catch? I don't even know. But it's 3rd and goal for them now. Oof. Okay. Eyes will continue to be on that game as well. Alrighty, we're now back for some second half action here on Play by Play with JJ. Love you guys so much. I hope you're all having a really good Saturday. I probably could have spent a little bit more time preparing for this game. I've been and that's the thing, you always say that to yourself because you're like on the air for like 2.5 hours, and you just say to yourself sometimes that you could do a little bit more studying, and you could certainly make your spotting boards a little bit better. But that's just the nature of sports broadcasting. That's how it is. Alrighty, so 66-56. Sixers are up by 10 points as the second half is just about ready to start. Kessler blocks the basketball, and the Sixers are going to be getting the ball back. So the Sixers have their starting 5 back out. Conley is out there for the Utah Jazz. Kessler as well. It's basically the same starting 5 that started in this game for both teams. So once again, it is PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, and D'Anthony Melton. And for the Utah Jazz, it's Jared Vanderbilt, Kessler, Conley, Clarkson, and Beasley as well. Maxey's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is up and good. The second one, as he puts that one up, that's good as well. And that'll extend the Sixers' lead to 12 points. 13 seconds just underway in the third quarter. Conley takes the ball up. It was between him and Donovan Mitchell that did that last year for Utah Jazz. But Clarkson now with the basketball, hands it off to Beasley. Beasley goes up with that shot, and it gets blocked by D'Anthony Melton. And a rebound's going to go to James Harden as well. Harden to Tucker. Tucker will just hand it right back off to James Harden, who gets a screen from Joel Embiid. Bounce pass to Joel, being double-teamed. And Kessler grabs another rebound. Beasley on the offensive side. Strokes it from long range, won't go. Clarkson on the other side grabs the offensive rebound. Should have mentioned that. Beasley will go inside, and the ball gets deflected, and it'll still be Jazz basketball. Again, Tobias Harris on the bench, not playing today. He has a night off. Most likely he will be back out there for tomorrow. And the Jazz retain the possession. So they're going to inbound it. So they give it up to Clarkson, but another whistle is going to be called. That time there's going to be a foul on D'Anthony Melton. So that's a little bit of a strange call. Now reset the shot clock to 14 seconds on the foul there. The ball went out of bounds on the Jazz, and now they're going to call a technical foul. Oh, man. Actually, scratch that. They called it an away from the play foul on D'Anthony Melton, and that's how Jordan Clarkson got to make the free throw. So there was no technical foul issued, but Doc Rivers was arguing over that call. And now the Jazz get to inbound it again as they do retain possession, and they make the free throw. Making the free throw was Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson, step back three-pointer, gets blocked by D'Anthony Melton, and it went in. and he was fouled. What a strange sequence of events. DeAnthony Melton clearly got all ball there. And he gets called for the foul, and somehow he ended up blocking that. And now they're actually going to wave the shot off. That was just really strange. So they wave the shot off, and the Sixers get the ball back. Harden puts up a jumper, and that's no good. That is so crazy. Clarkson puts up a three from long range, won't go. Embiid bobbles the rebound, and it goes to PJ Tucker. And I've never seen anything like that happen before in my life. Harden, they don't even call a kickball violation as it hit the foot of Clarkson, hands it back off to Maxey for three, and that's good. Tyrese Maxey 5 for 7 from downtown. He's been unbelievable from shooting from beyond the arc. He's actually made half of the 76ers three-pointers. There's a three-pointer that goes up by Beasley, and it's nothing but net. 71-60. Sixers up by 11 as we're 2 minutes underway here in the third quarter. Harden on the left elbow, bounce pass back outside to Joel Embiid. The double team comes in, and the Sixers just continue to pass the ball around. 5 seconds to go. Embiid foul line jumper. It's up, and it's in. Joel Embiid making it look so easy. He took about 2 dribbles to his left, and he confidently shot that with just a lot of ease. On the other end, Mike Conley making the tough layup look so easy as the Sixers are back up to 11. Embiid, couple dribbles, and he puts up a three. Won't go. PJ Tucker, though, gets fouled, and there'll be a loose ball foul called on Malik Beasley. Tucker, again, being very aggressive, and the Sixers will get the ball back. Embiid's shot was just a little bit too long. Tucker, though, with 2 defenders on him, just tried to go back up to get the rebound, but he couldn't even jump because Beasley had his hand right on his back and pushed him right down. Embiid gets the ball, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid back out to Maxey. Maxey, 3 seconds to go. Off the dribble from the near corner, won't go. It's no good. And Vanderbilt grabs another rebound. Beasley for 3 from long range, and he grabs his own rebound and has an alley-oop pass that's going to go down by Jared Vanderbilt. And that'll put the lead in single digits for the 76ers. So the Sixers just could not box out on that rebound, and they can't be doing that if they want to try to come out on top here. Harden swings it to Tucker from the near corner for 3. Yes! And Tucker puts the Sixers back up by 12, giving them more breathing room. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Sixers. Beasley, bounce pass outside. Actually got the ball from Clarkson, Clarkson now being guarded by Maxey at the logo. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Tucker goes up on him, and he ends up having his way, winning that matchup there. Harden grabs a rebound. Harden to Maxey with 2 defenders on him, and it gets the ball blocked. And Beasley comes back up with the basketball. Beasley inside to Vanderbilt, and he puts that one up and lays it down with a dunk. And the Sixers are only up by 10. So Maxey tried to go up with the shot. It was blocked by Malik Beasley. And the Jazz were able to capitalize. Harden goes up with that shot, and goaltending, I believe, is going to be called, or are they going to call a foul? Nope, they're going to call goaltending. It'll be on Beasley, and they'll have to count the bucket there with 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Vanderbilt got called for the goaltending, not Beasley. Oh, man. 7.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. It's been quite an exciting game for the 76ers so far as they're winning the basketball game. The Sixers coming into today are 25-16. Meanwhile, the Jazz are 22-13, but they're 14-7 at home. Clarkson takes it inside, right into the lane, and he's fouled. The foul will be called on James Harden. That's the 3rd foul that'll be issued to the 76ers in just this quarter alone. There's still plenty of time left. Doc Rivers telling his teammates that you got to play better on the defensive side than that you can't foul. Conley will inbound it from the far sideline for the Jazz. We have a couple more substitutions coming in as Ochai Agbaji comes in for Jared Vanderbilt. So the Jazz are going a little bit small here. Conley on the perimeter, fires it up from long range, and it's short. Embiid grabs another rebound. Harden back to DeAnthony Melton. Melton to Embiid, who was wide open from three, but decided to pass it to Maxey, and that's off the mark as he puts it up from the near wing for long range. Clarkson at the logo, the Jazz logo, that is, passes it outside to Beasley. Beasley back to Conley for three on the near corner, and he could knock that one down. There was nobody on him whatsoever. You can't leave him wide open as he's shooting about 38% from three. Embiid to Maxey, who's also left wide open for three-pointer from three-point range, and that was no good. Melton going up with that block, and once again, Jordan Clarkson got the ball back, and he put it up and in, and the Sixers are only up by 7 now. Timeouts called by Doc Rivers, and with 6:14 left to go in the third quarter. I'll be right back in just a few moments, but I'm actually going to keep it right here. The Sixers will be right back in just a few moments. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Looking at the Jacksonville game, too. It's kind of distracting. Jacksonville is coming back. Wow. What's it now? 27-14, but now it's 30-14. So, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are down by 2 possessions. Okay, that game is wild. This game is pretty crazy, too. In case you're just joining me, welcome on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. We cover 76ers basketball, cover Patriots football. You know, I give you play-by-play coverage of what's going on between all these teams. And so far, the Sixers are doing a pretty good job in this game. They've been playing really good defense. They shot the ball very well in the first quarter. They ended up scoring 41 points. In the second quarter, it was a little bit more of a slower tempo as they only scored 25 points. And this quarter, it's just about halfway done. They're about halfway there to what they scored in the second quarter, with just about halfway into the third quarter. So they're up 78-71. And, you know, they've been doing a really good job. Joel Embiid in this game so far, let's talk about that. 20 points for him, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. So he hasn't really been grabbing a lot of boards for the Sixers. Actually, the Jazz, as crazy as this sounds, they've been out-rebounding the Sixers 30-22. So that is something that has to be worked on. Jordan Clarkson has 6 rebounds and 19 points as well. Walker Kessler, who had 7 blocks in his last game, which is a rookie career high for the Utah Jazz, has 6 rebounds and 11 points. And Jared Vanderbilt, he has 8 rebounds, 6 of them defensive rebounds. And Jared Vanderbilt also has 8 rebounds as well. So the Sixers have to do a better job on the glass. That's going to be something that's really going to be a key moving forward throughout the rest of this game. Can they dominate the board? Can they also try to eliminate the amount of offensive rebounds that the Utah Jazz have been getting in this game so far? Because that's been quite a concern. But again, they have been making their shots. The Sixers have been shooting 45.5% from 3, while the Jazz are only shooting 25%. So they've been doing a good job. And also from the field, the Sixers are shooting 50% from just the field itself. And the Jazz are shooting about 41%. So the Sixers are up by 10. And Doc Rivers did call the time, or they're up by 7 as Doc Rivers called the timeout there. Sorry, I'm like jumbling up on my words. I apologize about that. So Harden's going to get the basketball, and he dribbles it past half court. 6:08 left to go in the third quarter. Let's see what Doc Rivers and the 76ers drew up after this timeout. 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. Embiid back to Melton. Melton back to Embiid. Puts up a runner, and it's good. Man, that runner was from like 10 feet. And Clarkson does get called for the foul as well. It must have been away from the nope, it was right on Joel Embiid. So Embiid knew that he was fouled, and he just made that one look so easy. He put up a runner from the left elbow from the far side. The Sixers are going from our right to our left, and the Jazz are going from our left to our right. Embiid's foul line shot is up, and that's good. And that'll put the 76ers back up by 10. The Sixers at one point led by 17 in the first quarter. They started off on a 7-1 run. Clarkson puts that one up, and Kessler just lets that one go in. He thought maybe it was going to be an alley-oop pass, but Clarkson put that shot up, and that was good. Niang tried to answer back for three, and he can't do so. Kessler grabs his 9th rebound on the night. 81-73. The Jazz are down by 8, and the Sixers have the lead. Vanderbilt being guarded by Joel Embiid. Puts that one up. It's no good. Kessler with his 10th rebound, a double-double for him. And the ball gets stolen away by Shake Milton, a 2-on-2. Here comes Vanderbilt. It blocks the shot there. Scratch that. That's actually Taylor Horton Tucker that blocked it right there. Oh, man, 81-73. Horton just stuffed Shake Milton right at the rim as he tried to go up with it and have his way, but was not able to do so. And it'll be Jazz basketball as it was last touched by Shake Milton. And great awareness by Taylor Horton Tucker, who, as he was in the air, he just bounced it right off of his left shoe. And the Jazz get the ball back. And there's going to be a travel violation called against the Utah Jazz, and another turnover will be called. That'll be on Ochai Agbaji. So the Sixers, hopefully they can try to take advantage of that turnover. 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. Harden gets the ball stolen away. Oh, man, that was really bad offense there. But the ball gets blocked on the other end by Joel Embiid. Are you kidding me? Joel Embiid just playing really good defense there. He does get called for the shooting foul, though. Oh, man, was there even any contact there? It didn't even look like that there was any contact. Agbaji tried to go up with the shot, and Embiid didn't even make any sort of contact with him at all whatsoever and stuffed him right at the rim. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, caramba. 81-73. Sixers are up by 8, and that's, how many fouls is that on Embiid now? That's only his first personal foul. And I believe the Sixers are going to challenge that call. 81-73. And the Sixers will be right back as a timeout is called, and they will challenge it. That was not a foul, man. That was not a foul. Agbaji tried to go up with the layup, and Embiid just, literally out-muscled him. That's just what happened, but whatever. I hope you're all doing well. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph, and Saturday night here, man. Last night was a lot of fun. I got to go to a concert. My friend from home was back in town with his band, and got to see him perform right where my sister used to work. That she was actually the first person to actually perform there, and it's really nice how they're having artists do that, because it's like a really cool place. That was really cool. It was also just really nice to just catch up with people. It was kind of like a high school reunion-ish type of a thing too. So that was pretty cool. And I enjoyed myself last night. Again, I also apologize about the late warning about not doing the 49ers game today. My schedule got changed for NFL Films, and I have to go in tomorrow at 8:00 a.m. I have to go in pretty earlier than I thought I was, and so instead we're just going to do the Monday night game, and I just didn't want to do 2 games in one day. I have to do Sixers. Sixers is a priority for me. I do have to do 1 playoff game, though, per week for the NFL, but the Sixers, I had to do it. Oh, man, did the Jaguars just score again? They did. 30-20? Are you kidding me? My philosophy about them coming back is actually starting to come true. Holy moly. Can't believe this is NBC's doing this. It's not even Sunday night. Are they still going to do the Sunday night game tomorrow? I don't even know. All right, so let's see here. So the timeout is over, and the 76ers, they did challenge this. I'm pretty sure. Embiid got all ball right there. definitely got all ball. There was no contact at all whatsoever, I thought. Just went up with the right hand and made it look like a routine block. Let's see what happens. 23 points for Joel, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists as well. So let's see what they do here. 76ers challenge, and the call was overturned. So they do say that it was a block on Joel, and that was the right call. So, but the Jazz do get the ball back. Conley going up with that one. Alley-oop to Kessler, and it's good. He throws it down with authority once again. It's now 81-75, 4:38 left to go in the third quarter. So the Sixers do get to keep their timeout after the Doc Rivers challenge, as it was successful. Embiid hands it back off to Harden at the top of the key. Harden bounce pass to Embiid, who's at the foul line. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 2 defenders on him. He puts it up, and it was just a little bit too strong. And THT grabs the rebound. 4:12 left to go. Thibault back in the ball game. THT bounce pass, puts it up to Kessler, and that's up and in. Malik Beasley scratched that, making that layup look so easy. 81-77. An 11-3 run delivered by the Utah Jazz. Harden, step back, three-pointer from the far wing. It's short. And Vanderbilt grabs another rebound. Nicholas Alexander back in for the Utah Jazz. Gives it up to Vanderbilt, and he made the turnaround layup as it was on the near side, and the Sixers lead is just now down to 2. They were up by as many as 17 points, a 13-3 run. 3.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Let's see if the Sixers can try to hang on here. Harden handed it off to Embiid, almost got the ball stolen away, but Embiid comes back up with it. Embiid back to Niang for 3. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and it won't go. Kessler grabs another board. Here's Nicholas Alexander as the Jazz are looking to try to tie things up or even take the lead, and Matisse Thybulle is going to be called for the foul. It'll be a loose ball foul on Matisse Thybulle. That's the 3rd foul that's been issued by the Sixers in this quarter. So the Jazz will still inbound the ball here. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left. Somebody else coming in as well for the Utah Jazz. It's going to be Malik Beasley, and also Tyrese Maxey comes in as well for the Sixers. Kessler inbounds it and gives it up to Nicholas Alexander. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nicholas Alexander for the lead for the Jazz. No. Milton grabs his miss. Here's Shake Milton, who tries to give it inside to Joel Embiid, and it gets swatted away by Kessler, and it goes right out of bounds, and the Sixers will still retain possession here. Kessler has just been a menace on defense, really a demon. Maxey inbounds it to Joel. Double team comes. D'Anthony Melton back to Shake Milton. Milton to Maxey on the far wing for 3. In and out it goes. And again, it's rebounded by Nicholas Alexander. So the Sixers have not had their shots falling in this third quarter so far. Vanderbilt goes up with that shot, and it's blocked by Joel Embiid. Once again, Joel Embiid playing great defense and trying to have the 76ers hold on to this lead. He has been unbelievable from both ends of the court. Horton Tucker is going to go to the foul line, though, as there was a foul away from the play, I believe. And Horton Tucker, his first foul shot is no good. It hit the left side of the rim, and it did not go in. So if he makes this free throw here, it'll still be a 1-point lead for the Sixers. Horton Tucker's second foul shot is good, and the Sixers' lead is down to 1. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. There's still plenty of basketball left to go. Embiid, fake handoff to Melton, and now gives it up to Maxey on the far wing. Maxey gives it back to Embiid. Double team comes. Embiid back to Maxey. D'Anthony Melton with the basketball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Step back. 3-pointer. It's good. And the Sixers get a little bit of some elbow room as they're up by 4. A big-time 3-pointer by a big-time 3-point shooter in D'Anthony Melton. Sixers only shooting 6 for 19 in this quarter alone from the field. Beasley gets a wild pass from Nicholas Alexander. Double team comes. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Malik Beasley, corner jump shot, off the dribble. Won't go. D'Anthony Melton with the long rebound. Here come the 76ers in transition. Maxey goes up with a layup, and it's good. It's good, and the Sixers now are on a 5-0 run. 95 seconds left in the third quarter. Sixers still up by 2 possessions. Kessler gets the ball, and he's on the left elbow as he hands it back out to Horton Tucker. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 1:20 left. Horton Tucker gets fouled. That'll actually be called for the charge. Oh, he can't even believe it. Shake Milton had his feet planted. That's what they're going to say. And Horton Tucker with an offensive foul, and the 76ers are hoping to try to extend this lead. That's a big call issued by the refs. So Maxey inbounds it, gives it up to Milton, that is. Milton will hand it off to Embiid. Milton from distance. Air ball, but rebounded by Joel. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It was in the act of shooting. And Joel is now looking for what is going to be his 24th and 25th points on the game. So let's see what happens here. Jared Vanderbilt is guilty for the shooting foul. And Vanderbilt made some contact with that left elbow. He's looking at the ref saying, I didn't commit that foul, did I? 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists for the big man tonight so far. And the first foul shot is up, and it's in. That'll extend the Sixers' lead to 7. Embiid hasn't really been rebounding the basketball as well in tonight's game. But the big man, who's averaging about 33.5 points per game, which still does lead the NBA, makes the second foul shot. And with 1 minute left, the Jazz get the ball back here. 1 minute left in the third quarter, that is. Nicholas Alexander with a drop-off three-pointer, and that's good. Oh, man, he made it look so easy. 88-83. D'Anthony Melton delivering inside of traffic, and he gets the ball stolen away. It was intercepted by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt traveling right through the trees, and the ball did not even get blocked by Embiid as it just went right over his right hand, and Horton Tucker made the layup. So just like that, within a blink of an eye, a 5-0 run by the Jazz. 88-85. Embiid being double teamed. That's to pass it out, and he does so to D'Anthony Melton. Melton gets a screen from Joel. Melton to Maxey. Maxey to Milton for 3. Yes! Oh, but they're going to say he stepped right out of bounds. Or actually scratched it. They call a foul on Matisse Thybulle. Oh, man. Matisse Thybulle got called for the offensive foul, saying that it was an illegal screen. That is a big turnover there. Let's see if that's exactly what happened. Oh, it was so slight. Oh, man. 88-85. Jazz get the ball here. And Tyrese Maxey gets fouled, and the Sixers are going to get the ball back with 8.1 seconds to go. Horton Tucker gets called for another turnover. And the pendulum swings once again in the 76ers' direction. Maxey gets the inbound, 6 seconds to go on the clock in the third quarter. Goes up with a layup, and it goes in and out. And Vanderbilt is going to hold it. He puts up a prayer, and it's no good. And the Sixers will go into the fourth quarter only up by 3. But again, the Jazz do win the quarter, 29-22. The Sixers just have to hang on here. They'll be right back for some fourth quarter action in just a few moments. I'm also going to take a very quick step off, so just bear with me for a second. All right, there we go. That was a really weird quarter. That was a bad foul by Thibault. Now that I looked at it again, that was actually the right call. I had to see it again for myself. Sometimes, like in real time, when you look at some things, like even as a broadcaster, you got to be honest. And even if you make a mistake, you still got to go with it. That's the one thing that I learned about. Okay, there was a foul called. It wasn't against Matisse Thybulle. Scratch that. It was against this guy. Got to be honest. Even if you don't even know who it is, you got to be honest. And sometimes that's something that I have to continue to work on. So, as much as I want this to be a channel where obviously I give you play by play on everything, I also want this to be educational as well. That's what I wanted to do. All right, 30-20 is the game of the chart is the score of the Chargers game. So the Jaguars are creeping back in. Herbert. See what happens here. Ugh, Herbert. They're not even going to call a flag on the play. I'm surprised. Oh, yep, they do. That was a late flag. Okay. Man, this game is wild too. This game could actually end right when the Sixers game ends. That'll be wild. What time did the game start? 8:20? Yeah, it did. Okay. So that actually kind of makes sense. All right. So the Sixers, let's see what happens here. The Jazz get the ball because they did win the tip off. They're only down by 3. And a foul will be called against Shake Milton. Going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. This time for the Jazz will be Ochai Agbaji. Agbaji, who is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Well, this season, Agbaji is only averaging about 10.5 minutes per game, but he's shooting 34% from three-point range and only 50% from the line. He doesn't necessarily go to the line that much. But he hits the first free throw, and the second one is up, and it's way too strong. Thybulle grabs the miss. Sixers are up by 2. 20 seconds into this fourth quarter. It's Milton, Harrell, Maxey, Thybulle, and Melton. Montrezl Harrell will pass it out to Milton. Milton back to Maxey. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey pulls up from the parking lot, and it's no good. And it's a long rebound by Thybulle. Oh, man. Milton's three-pointer. That's short. That one won't go. Milton trying to fight for the rebound. And it goes back out to Montrezl Harrell. Thybulle tipped it out all the way to him. And Harrell was way past half court. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harrell and Embiid double-teamed. And a foul will be called. The Sixers did a really good job at just being aggressive and trying to just stay with the plays. They got a couple of opportunities. Matisse Thybulle with the first offensive rebound off the three-point shot that was short by Maxey. And then Milton tried to bang a three-pointer himself, but then nobody could just grab the rebound for the Jazz. And he ended up tipping it all the way out to Montrezl Harrell. And Harrell's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws here. The first one is up, and it goes in and out, so it's no good. 11:04 left to play in regulation. Here in the fourth quarter, James Harden comes back into the ball game. He'll sub in for DeAnthony Melton. Again, in case you're just joining me, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, as we do play-by-play for 76ers basketball. Harrell, 4 points in this game so far, 3 rebounds. He missed his first foul shot. This time at the line, he goes up with it, and it's nothing but net. And the Sixers go back up by 3. Keeping an eye on the Chargers game as well. Clarkson gets past half court as he's back out there for the Utah Jazz. Clarkson did come off the bench last year, and he's been getting a lot of starting time this year without Donovan Mitchell. Maxey grabs a rebound off a long miss by the Jazz. Maxey with the reverse layup, and it's no good. Clarkson comes up with his miss. Here's Beasley, who lays it up and rattles it in. Oh, man, that was actually Nicholas Alexander. It's weird because Beasley's 5, and they look so similar. Harden, bounce pass to Montrezl Harrell, who's on the low block, puts it up, And it goes in and out. Harrell trying to fight for the rebound, and he does so, and he gets fouled. Oh, man, how about 4 Utah Jazz players right over there? Montrezl Harrell fighting for the rebound and being very aggressive. He will go to the line, I believe, to shoot 2 free throws. Oh, man, nobody could just grab the rebound for the Jazz. They had so many players down there, and Montrezl Harrell's like, I'm just going to fight for this myself, even though the odds are against me. 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block for Montrezl Harrell. And the first foul shot is up, and it's way too strong. Actually, almost got a friendly bounce there. 89-88 is the score. Sixers only up by 1. The story going into the second half was really just about the Utah Jazz doing a better job crashing the glass. But here in the fourth quarter, the 76ers have 4 offensive rebounds in just less than 2 minutes, and the second foul shot is up, and it's good. 90-88 is the score. 10:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. Both teams shooting 80% from the line. Clarkson puts up a floater, and it's good. Right inside the foul line mark, and now we're all tied up at 90 in knots. Harden on the far wing. Hands it off to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell back out to Maxey on the near corner, that is. Hands it off back to Milton. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Milton drives it right into the lane, goes up with a reverse layup, and it goes in. Oh, man, there was a lot of contact down low, and Milton made it look so easy. 92-90. Sixers still have the lead. Beasley being guarded by James Harden. Goes up with a three-pointer, and it's short. Shake Milton with another board. The Jazz have not taken the lead in a very long time. Harden, step back, three-pointer, yes! Oh, a big-time three-pointer made by James Harden right into the face of Jared Vanderbilt. 95-90 with 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Clarkson going up against Matisse Thybulle. And, oh, man, he just got right past him and got right where he wanted to. And it's now back to a one-possession ball game. 8:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Harden at the top of the key now stands at the far wing, being guarded by Nicholas Alexander. He puts up another three-pointer, fires it from long range, and it's good. 2 straight threes by James Harden. And he's been exceptional in fourth quarters throughout the season for the Sixers, and so far, so good. He has the hot hand, 98-92. Clarkson being trapped, and he throws it out of the double team. And the ball gets, it almost got stolen away by Maxey off the bad pass. And going up with that shot was Nicholas Alexander, and it was blocked by Montrezl Harrell. Maxey on the other end gets blocked by Nicholas Alexander. He lets it out of bounds, and it's going to be 76ers basketball. What an interesting sequence of events that just happened there. Nicholas Alexander Walker really thought that Maxey ended up touching the ball last. And it looked like maybe it did from that perspective. And I believe that the Jazz are going to challenge this call as a timeout's called, and they will challenge it. It did look like that Maxey had the ball bounced right off of that left heel. And with that, timeout is called by the Jazz as they are going to challenge this play. And the Sixers will be back in just a few moments. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I see that we have a couple people on Twitch. We have a couple people on YouTube. This is really cool. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on all the platforms. Everything is all in the description. The Twitter page, the Twitch page, YouTube link, all that jazz. No pun intended. So, but yeah, this is our 24th broadcast that we've been doing for both 76ers and Patriots combined. The Patriots season is done. We're going to be doing the Monday Night Football game, which will be Buccaneers and Cowboys. But before that, we have a we have the game 2 of a 5-game road trip for the Philadelphia 76ers as they go to the Lakers tomorrow. They'll be in LA on Sunday night and on Tuesday night. And tomorrow they'll be facing LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Tuesday night, it'll be Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers. Oh, did Trevor Lawrence did he get injured? Oh, somebody just stepped on his left hand, but he's still out there. 2nd and 19. Oh, man. Oh, a flag was thrown. I'm sorry, I'm watching this game too. This game is pretty crazy. That game is wild. That's the fact that Jacksonville can still come back in this game is just unbelievable. Oh, man. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, if you like 76ers basketball, if you love listening to play-by-play broadcasters talk, feel free to subscribe. That's what I'm here for. I just started this channel about 4 weeks ago, and the reason why I started it is because I couldn't get any sort of gigs for doing play-by-play, and then I just literally thought to myself, I intern at NFL Films, so that's like my full-time job that I've been doing, and I literally just thought to myself, you know what, I might as well just try to get experience just doing play-by-play here, like on YouTube. I have a table in my parents' basement. I have a Roadcaster that I barely even use that I wanted to always use, and I'm utilizing all my equipment now. And yeah, so that's what made me do this. So that's been pretty cool. 98-92, and the Jazz will be getting the ball back as the coach's challenge is overturned, and the Jazz do retain their timeout. Taylor Horton Tucker comes in the game, and Mike Conley as well for the Jazz. Tucker inside, and he will be, James Harden will be called for the blocking foul as he thought his feet was set. He was right in the restricted area, and Horton is going to go, or they're going to call it a foul on the floor. So it's a blocking foul issued by James Harden. His feet clearly weren't set, and it will still be Jazz basketball. And Horton Tucker will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, as they do say it was in the act of shooting. And the first foul shot is no good. It was way too strong as it hit the back of the rim. 7:50 left to go in regulation. The Sixers were up by as many as 17 points, and, well, the Jazz cut it all the way to 1. And actually, scratch that, they actually ended up tying the game. But the Sixers' lead is now back down to 5 as Horton Tucker knocks down the second foul shot. Harden conducting the offense. Dribble penetration. Step back. Three-pointer. Once again, James Harden hits that one from all the way downtown. Unbelievable. 101-93. Clarkson answers back with a 3 of his own, making that one look so easy with a defender right on him. 101-96. Clarkson in this game so far has 28 points. He has been somebody that has been unbelievable on the offensive side for the Jazz. Harden on the far corner. He puts up another 3. Oh, man, he's human. He's human. He hit the side of the rim, and then it went all the way to the top of the backboard, and it went out of bounds. So the Sixers will lose the ball here, and that's Harden's first miss. 101-96 with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. And there is Clarkson, who has his way and gets his 30th point as he takes it right inside the lane. And it's 101-98. Harrell will hand it off to Harden. Harden is on the near wing, being defended by Malik Beasley. Now switches it up and is guarded by Clarkson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harden step back from the elbow, and it's good. Once again, 11 points in this quarter alone for just James Harden himself. He has been carrying on offense. Nicholas Alexander, he has 24 points on the night so far. That is James Harden. Horton Tucker battling right through the 76ers, and a foul will be called on Montrezl Harrell. Taylor Horton Tucker was the one that was fouled, and he'll go to the line again to shoot 2 more free throws. Sixers did hit the century mark first, 103-98. Taylor Horton Tucker is gonna go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. THT was drafted by the LA Lakers. And the first foul shot is up, and that's good. Meanwhile, the Chargers, in case you're wondering, are still up by 10, but the Jaguars are keeping the drive alive. Let's see what happens here. Oh man, a first down issued by Trevor Lawrence. What was that? Was that Evan Ingram that made the catch? I don't know. 103-99 as the second foul shot is up and good by Horton Tucker. Embiid comes back into the ball game with 6:05 left to go. Embiid with the pass from Harden. Fakes out Kessler for 3. Hands it back off to James Harden. Harden goes up with the contact, and he's fouled. Harden has been very aggressive in this fourth quarter. He gets fouled by Nicholas Alexander-Walker. 103-100. Harden still has those really good dribble moves, and he can still isolate a lot of people on offense. 103-100, and the first foul shot is up, and that's good. 104-100. 5:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. 25 points, 9 assists, and 4 boards for the Beard man. 5:56 left to go. Harden takes a dribble, puts up the second foul shot, and he connects. $105-100. 1-0-0. Clarkson hands it back off to Horton Tucker. Fakes out the Anthony Melton, takes it to the rack, and the ball gets blocked by Joel Embiid again. Milton will hand it off to James Harden. Harden, as Embiid tried to get around him, and he was able to do so. He gets a screen again from Embiid, and he knocks it down! From the far wing, James Harden, 5 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. 108-100. Mike Conley hands it off to Horton Tucker. Tucker will then find Jordan Clarkson, who's being guarded all the way by Maxey. Contested 3-pointer again right in his face, and Jordan Clarkson cannot be stopped. He has been matching James Harden in this quarter. 108-103. And the Jazz are not going away just yet. Can the Sixers play good defense and execute on the offensive end? They're up by 5. 4:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. Harden at the foul line. Bounce pass to Embiid, and it's off the mark. Nicholas Alexander comes up with the rebound. Nicholas Alexander-Walker. Clarkson, step back 3-pointer again. It's short. And Joel Embiid grabs the rebound. Not a whole lot of boards for him in this game. Embiid takes it to the cup, throws it up, or passes back out to Milton. It was a no-look pass. Milton to Harden again for 3. Oh, he thought he made that one. And Nicholas Alexander-Walker gets the rebound. Harden was jumping right away. Embiid again going up with the contact as he fouls Nicholas Alexander-Walker. And he helps him up right there. Jordan Clarkson also helping him up as well. And Embiid did try to go for the block. 108-103, 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. Joel has 25 points. Maxey has 21. And Harden has 29. Nicholas Alexander-Walker with the inbound. It was inbounded by Kessler. It's been pretty quiet in the second half. Alexander-Walker, 5 seconds on the shot clock, puts up a 3. Long rebound goes to Conley. Conley back to Clarkson, wide open for three, and he knocks it down again. And timeout is called by Doc Rivers and the 76ers. Jordan Clarkson has been out of his mind in this game. 34 points. Tyrese Maxey stumbling on the court, and hopefully he's okay. And the 76ers will be right back. Oh, that does not look good. That's bad. 34 points, man. And Taylor Horton Tucker is 20 off the bench. Jeez. Ugh. Ay. Let's see what happened. Oh, the Jaguars scored. Oh my gosh. They could come back and win this game. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Joey Bosa. This is crazy. I figured that Jacksonville was still may have had it in them to come back in this game. They're just such a good team. They really are. Their defense really held them up. Whew. All right, let me adjust myself right here. Hello and welcome on into Play-by-Play with JJ. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you do enjoy my content where we cover 76ers basketball, Patriots football, Phillies baseball. And the Jaguars are going to go for a 2 here. They're not going to go for the extra points. Huh. We're also watching this game too with a close eye, in case you're wondering. Wow, they're going for 2. Ay. Let's see if Doug Peterson's play call can work out here. All right. Let's see really quickly. And it's good. Trevor Lawrence with the QB sneak. Oh, man. All right, let's see what happened. All right, so Sixers timeout is now just about over. Maxey looked like he ended a little bit awkwardly. And don't know what's going to happen here. Amy Fadul's attire looks really awesome. That is so cool. She has her is that a bathrobe? Yeah. Oh, wild. Can't believe Trevor Lawrence just made that QB sneak. Yep, he got the ball in. The ball was in. Wow. Crazy. So James Harden has been sensational in this fourth quarter. He scored 17 points, but Jordan Clarkson has been matching him. He's been unbelievable as well. He has 12 points in this fourth quarter. The Sixers are still looking to hang on. The Jazz did tie the game, and the Sixers have had the lead for most of this game. They're still up by 2. Harden with Nicholas Alexander on him. Back out to Embiid, and Embiid gets fouled by Nicholas Alexander-Walker, who initiated the contact and hit him right on the left elbow. So the Sixers are going to slow the game down once again, and it's 108 to 106. 3:37 left to go in regulation. 25 points for Joel, 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. And the first foul shot is good. Excuse me. Wow. I'm having the eyes on the Jacksonville game too. This is unbelievable. The rally towels are waving in that game. Embiid's second foul shot is up, and that's good as well. So Maxey is out there on the bench. He is not in the locker room, but looks like he is in a little bit of pain. 110-106. Sixers are up by 2 possessions. Harden thought he got a steal, and DeAnthony Melton's going to be called for the foul on Mike Conley. It will be a reach and foul called on. Oh, they are going to call it on James Harden. Let's see here. Melton. Yeah, okay. So on the pass, there was a bounce pass delivered by Mike Conley. Harden got called for the foul as the pass was supposed to go to Clarkson. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws, and the first one is up, and that's in. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander killed the 76ers in that last game that they played, and he put up 37 points. And Jordan Clarkson tonight as he knocks down that free throw is 36. 36, 8, and 4 for Jordan Clarkson. Here's James Harden. 3:20 left to go. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Standing at the logo. Now hands it off to Joel Embiid. 8 seconds on the shot clock for him. And the pass goes to nobody. It was really supposed to go to Shake Milton, and Milton was cutting right towards the basket. And Embiid had some miscommunication there, and the Jazz are looking to tie the game or even possibly take the lead here. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Conley back to Clarkson. Clarkson with the elbow, or actually, I thought he was going to go up with a jumper that time, but decided not to. Nicholas Alexander-Walker for 3 for the lead. Oh, man, and almost got the friendly bounce, and it just bounced out at the very last second. Harden got the rebound, and he gives it off to Shake Milton, who gets denied at the rim by Nicholas Alexander-Walker. Jazz working really quickly here. Three-pointer is up, and it's no good by Beasley. He was wide open. Tucker grabbed the rebound. Sixers dodged a bullet right there. Shake Milton from long range. It's up, and it's in. A big-time three-pointer made by Shake Milton. A defensive breakdown by the Utah Jazz. And the Sixers are up by 5. That was like a kaboom right there. That's how much that three-pointer meant. Mike Conley takes it right into the lane, and he's fouled. 2:15 left to go, and the Jazz are in the bonus. Taylor Horton Tucker was supposed to be on Shake Milton, and Shake Milton was left wide open for that three-pointer. And he just drilled it. 113-108. The first foul shot by Mike Conley is up, and that's good. Again, no Lauri Markkanen tonight, who has been leading the Utah Jazz in points per game this season, averaging about 24.5 points per game. It's been Jordan Clarkson, who averages about 20.5 points, and Taylor Horton Tucker, who have led the way for the Jazz. And the second foul shot is up, and that's good by Conley. And Tucker's going to inbound it and hand it off to James Harden. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sixers up by 3. Harden at the Vivint Arena sign. Hands it off to Joel Embiid. Here comes the double team. Embiid takes it to the rack. The whistles remain silent, and the Jazz will get the ball back on the rebound. Nicholas Alexander back out to Clarkson. Pump fake. Now a step-back three-pointer by Mike Conley for the tie, and that's good. Oh, a big-time shot made by Mike Conley, and the fans are loving it. 113. Harden controlling the tempo here. And he will pass it to Embiid, who pulls up, and that shot is too long. Rebounded by Kessler. The Jazz could take the lead here. Sixers have to lock up all cylinders on defense. 1:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Conley on an island all by himself. Now DeAnthony Melton steps up to play defense. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Clarkson being guarded by James Harden. Clarkson back to Conley. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Conley puts up a prayer, and it's no good. Harden gets another big-time rebound. Great defense by James Harden and the 76ers. They needed to get a stop there, and they did so. 1 minute left. Harden delivering into traffic. Hands it back off to Embiid, and Embiid is going to be fouled. 56.6 seconds to go. We are all tied up at 113 apiece. Both teams are in the bonus. And Embiid's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws as Nicholas Alexander-Walker gets called for the foul. Oh my gosh, was that picked off? Oh, the Jaguars got it. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's crazy. Oh, these games are wild. 2:05 left to go. What are they going to run a play before the 2-minute warning? Yeah, they will. All right, and the second foul shot is no good. So the Sixers are up by 1. Embiid was 1 for 2 from the line. 48 seconds left. The Jazz could still take the lead here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 40 on the game clock. Harden all over Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson takes it inside, puts up a A floater that's no good, and the tip back in by Kessler is good. And the Jazz have the lead for the very first time in this game. 33.9 seconds left, 24 seconds on the shot clock. So the Jazz or the Sixers could try to go for a 2-for-1 here. But the timeout is called by the Sixers, and this has been an unbelievable game. Wow. They'll be right back. I need to take a quick sip of water. Two-minute warning in that game. There's like 40 seconds left in this game. It's all so close. Ay. I see a theme here. Two teams having a big lead and it's all diminished, and one team already just took the lead and the other one's just knocking on the door. Ay. The Jaguars are in really good field positioning here. 156 left to go in that game. Ay. If I was doing this for a professional broadcast, I would never do this. Unless it was like a Sixers game that was like a really important one and they needed a team to lose, then like I would do it. They do not get the first down. All right. Sixers are back in action here. How about Kessler, who has a double-double in this game, tipped it right back in. Sixers do get to advance the ball here. 115, 114, Sixers down by 1. They were up by as many as 17 points. The Jazz have the lead for the very first time in this game. Harden will inbound it on the far sideline, and he hands it off to Maxey. Maxey gives it back to Harden. Harden, 20 seconds left, puts up a layup, and it's good. 27 seconds on the game clock. 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock here. The Sixers don't need to foul. Clarkson has the basketball being guarded by D'Anthony Melton. Clarkson all over Melton. And he puts up a layup, and that's good. 117, 116, making it look so easy. Clarkson with 39 points in this game. 13.3 seconds left, and the Sixers are going to call their final timeout. So now they just have to go for the win here. And the Jaguars just called a timeout. It's 4th and 1. Oh, this is the game for them. This is like unbelievable. If you're new to my channel, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I really appreciate you guys for coming on here. It's Saturday night. We'll be back tomorrow night too for the 76ers Lakers game. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm sorry. This is just a big game, obviously. 4th and 1. Well, Trevor Lawrence had one QB sneak. Can he do it again? They go with the QB sneak, and they're actually going to... Oh, they fake the QB sneak. Travis Etienne's going to get the first down and more. Oh, man, now they're in the red zone. Oh, my gosh. That is crazy. They're like about to win this game. This is unbelievable. Doug Peterson's play calling. Okay. All righty. Jazz and Sixers. 38 points for Jordan Clarkson. 9 rebounds and 5 assists. The Sixers get to advance the ball here. Let's see what happens. It'll be Maxey who's going to inbound it on the far sideline. Maxey hands it off to Harden, who's on the far corner. He gets past the screen from Embiid. Now hands it off to Embiid with a fadeaway jumper, and it's good! Oh, it's good! He knocks it down! 4.9 seconds left. Jazz do still call timeout. A clutch shot by a big man in Joel Hans Embiid. 118, 117. All the Sixers have to do right now is play defense. Great play called by Doc Rivers. And Joel Hans Embiid making that one as a big man. Oh, man, but he did stumble a little bit right on the play as he was looking like he was grabbing his knee. Oh, hopefully he's okay. 3 seconds left in this game. Oh my gosh. Jacksonville, all they need is a field goal. How many feet is this? How many feet is the, or how many yards is this? I'm thinking feet because of this basketball game. Riley Patterson. Okay, 1 for 1 on lead-changing field goal attempts in the last 4. Okay, this is, how many feet is it? How many yards is this? It's 2nd and 12. That doesn't even matter now. Whew. All righty, 4.9 seconds left in the Sixers game. 3 seconds left in the Chargers-Jaguars game. Ugh. All right, timeout was called for that. All right, let's see if the Sixers can hold on here. 30 points for Joel Embiid, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks to go with that. The Chargers called their final timeout. All right, so the Jazz are going to inbound it. It'll be Mike Conley on the inbound on the far sideline. 4.9 seconds left, which is plenty of time to get a shot off. Conley gets the ball. He's going to inbound it, and he hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson, 2 seconds left. Clarkson being double teamed, puts up a prayer, and it's no good, and the Sixers hang on to win. A big-time win by the Philadephia 76ers, 118-117. And just like that as well, the Jaguars completed their comeback, and they win 31-30, but a flag is thrown on the play. This is unbelievable. How about great defense by the 76ers, though, as Joel Embiid and PJ Tucker were there to just trap Jordan Clarkson. That was the plan, for them to just inbound it right to him because he had the hot hand, and the Sixers did everything that they possibly could. Doc Rivers and the 76ers came on very strong at the end to come out victorious. How about that? A tale of 2 endings. 31 points for James Harden, who is the player of the game, obviously. 6 rebounds and 11 assists. He was just crucial. He came up clutch in those big-time moments, and him and Jordan Clarkson were just going right at it, and they were having a shootout. Crazy, crazy stuff. The Sixers win 118-117. They did not have Tobias Harris tonight. The Jazz didn't even have Lauri Markkanen. So, but they hang on to win. They ended up shooting 45% from the field. The Jazz shot 48% from the field. And let's see what else. The Sixers had 42 points in the paint, while the Jazz had 54. Their largest lead at one point was at 20. And the Jazz were knocking on the door. Then they got over the hump, and Joel Embiid came up really huge, and James Harden as well. And they played really good defense to escape with the victory. Wow. How about that? All right, that's going to wrap things up here. My name is Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the second game of this back-to-back. And I will see you all tomorrow night at 9:30. Let's go Sixers.